are here live on social media. We don't give a sip. We are here. I'm at my lonesome self this evening, but not too alone. I have a guest in the building, and I'm gonna jumpstart by introducing her one time because I want her to be a part of the conversation from the jump. Right? You all know her in the radio scene, right? 89 is 89.
89.5, correct?
89.5 Pulse Radio, right? Lady Moje, she's inside with me right now on the podcast. Welcome to We Do Give a Sip.
Thank you for having me.
Nice,
Yes.
nice. So for the guys, let me see. Let me go to my page and start sharing the link. So Moje, how the week was, girl?
Well, school closed.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah,
Mm.
lots to do with the children.
Mm-hmm.
Still balancing work and, yeah, it was cool, man.
Okay.
Sunday, looking forward to this week.
Okay, nice. I wanna mind your business, am I
Tell
right?
me, why you didn't ask me that office? How Wait, you, gotta, you put me on the whole spot. It's like a thing I said to John. Yes-ish.
Yes,
Yes,
yes.
that's Hi, honey.
You say yes, ish.
Yes-ish.
Ye-
What I say, it's kind of complicated.
Communicate.
It's kind of
Okay.
complicated. But they say single,
A situation.
married, yeah. Single, married, divorce.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of complicated. Well, you could take that part.
You could, okay, so you complete.
You could check
Alright,
out that part.
no scene. There it is. So, well, basically, the conversation we talking about, I think I sent you the link, right? So just share the link. Start sharing some. Yeah. Nice. Yeah, so with the topic that we're dealing with today, boundaries versus control and double standards between men and women. All right? So for those who are on the live right now, that's basically what we're talking about. Now for what's trending on social media, and I'm gonna tie in that conversation with what is towards the topic. Shakari, which is the 100-meter female 100-meter athlete, would have abused her boyfriend, who is another athlete, on the airport, right? They would have had a video circulating on social media about it and thing. And I was listening the conversation surrounding Shakari, being abusive to her boyfriend and so forth. And I was just wondering and thinking, I said, but if this was on the flip side, there would not be no investigation with this guy hitting this woman, right? They would have locked him up. They may investigate. Let me do just put it out that they would not investigate. They would have investigated, but they would have then hold him, lock him up, hold him in custody, and then they would have investigate. Now with she had time was to go home. They did charge her, but then they charge her and then let her go back. So she ain't spend no time. So we see whereby in society where men are at a disadvantage when it comes to women squealing versus men squealing. You understand? So we see a lot of times whereby even self locally in our Trinidad and Tobago space or in Tobago space where men would go and report they being abused by their wife, and a man like, bro, he's a big man. They're talking about your wife beating you, and they're laughing. You know? So we see a lot of problems that would have been coming out of men not reporting these things and then men lashing back because of the fact that, hey, if you're coming in this space, well, then I don't know how man hand feel. And there's a saying that goes like this, where a one's mouth is equivalent to a man's face. You understand? Yeah, all you know the tongue.
Yeah, boy.
The tongue different. So when it comes to that kind of conversation in double standard, basically that's what we want to on. And obviously, again, all you could always go online and check it out and see for yourself in regards to Shakari and that situation. Right? But now we're here at ABW, Signature Media Plus. Right? Big up to the team, big up to Pete, big up to Dev, Mr. Andy for having us. Again, this is home. So this is where we function every Sunday from 6:30 till whatever time we want to finish. I lie. We go for an hour. We go for an hour. But this is basically where we're here. So based on the topic, and we're gonna jump in one time, based on the topic, I would like to know your perspective in regards to dealing with double standard? If you figure that men have more of a favoritism, or it is that women have more benefiting to them?
No, for the physical aspect, in terms of a woman abusing a man,
Mm-hmm.
men will be kind of looked down on, like, but you're
Yeah.
so forward, right?
Mm-hmm.
But in terms of, let's say, the like sexual,
Yeah.
right, you will find like the not society will come down on the man, right?
Right.
So it's now you have high powered men who also get away with abuse. I mean,
Yeah.
if probably Shakari's boyfriend was a big man a bigger man in the business, he probably would have, and it was the other way around. He probably would have had time to go home, bathe, shower, do all
feel
of
so?
that. Yes, I'm telling you, money talks and BS walks.
Yeah, but low give a case 101 PDD. Straight lock up. Yeah. He's a man
I
with
mean,
money.
we looked at we have so much incidents where even in terms of rape, a man go home, bathe, all kind of thing, and the woman afraid to come forward, and it's after the fact. Sometimes the man pay off society, pay off the judge, pay off everybody, and
Yeah, well, we say, yeah, you
Right?
know those things do happen. Yeah, yeah.
so I think yes, we have a double standard. Yes, there is a double standard because, as you said, woman, our mouth is our strength, right? And when we ready to pelt off, we just pelt off, right? And maybe I don't know, maybe that is a defense for so many unexpected things that we expect. You know, I don't know what is the situation with Shakari, but you know, I have had incidents where, you know, sometimes me even lose my temper, and you will have a restraint. He would
Right.
restrain and didn't really reach the
The
court
violence.
or
Oh,
anything,
okay,
or
okay,
even
okay,
violence like
right.
that.
Right. Well, in regards to we talking, we have several different points that we could able to touch on, right? In regards to dealing with socializing. Now, before we jump into that, we have a clip that we want to play, and all the guys, I want to take this in properly. I didn't see the live bill as yet, so I'm thinking to talk a little bit more to get some more people to come in on the live before such, right? Before such. So, all right. So let me talk a little bit more on the topic that we have so far, right? Socializing with the opposite sex, whereby, you know, you come and meet me with me girlfriends, like well, see the girls that I might have grew up with in the neighborhood, right? Those are we grew up as some little children. We jump jetty together. We went rock climbing. You know, we do all them things together. So this is girls that I grew up with. So they're more like sisters, but they're not sisters. If you understand what I mean. And sometimes we have a situation whereby, because now I get a girlfriend now, my girlfriend do like how my girlfriends and them appeal to me. Because remember, them is Yari. Them come from Yard. Them know me like the back of their hand. So sometimes when they greet me, they go greet me and they go hug me up, they go squeeze me up. Sometimes we lie me and thing and they just go come and sit down on my lap like normal. Right? Now, again, is boundaries versus control.
Right.
Right? It's boundaries versus control. Now, you come meet me with this female. Right? This is girls that you met me with. Now, this is an opportunity whereby you could know this same female. But why there is a situation whereby you figure out, okay, I'm disrespecting you because of this female approaching me the way that they're approaching me. And then when I to suggest, okay, well, here what, that man they want to show you them. And I could tell her that. Because a man go see. And as I was always telling my virgin and them and my circle, I was telling them, I say, it takes a man to check a man.
Right.
Right? And it takes a woman to check a woman. Right? So if I could tell you, hey, a man who you say is your male friend, nah, he's not a male friend. He want to cheer down. Now with me, these are girls that I grew up with. This is girls that, hey, we ranga-tangering, I know them as the tomboy phase, I know everything. But yet still it becomes a problem. Right? why it's so hard for women to accept a man now? This is the question. Why accept a man
To have
having
woman friends, to have female friends.
female friends?
Well, basically, since we small growing up, and I think I would have mentioned this to you off air, right? We have this this expectation, you know,
Right.
the fairy tale of being rescued, of being protected, and live happily ever after.
Right.
So if we see that we have a man and he's friendly with a lot of women,
Right.
she may try to protect her space. She wants to protect her future,
Right.
so she will feel a way thinking, well, and of course, most men, they like to help, right?
Yep.
They will help. They will, you know, they would help out at home. They will help out you. When I say, especially financially, even with the cars and stuff, right? So I might feel threatened knowing, well, you're helping every Jane, Janet, and Susie, but yet still, in the earlies, you're helping me. Is not a problem.
Right.
And then all of a sudden, you might get a call from Jennifer who break down.
And you run
And you run go. I know Jennifer like it. Don't give me that. Just as how you know that Tom checking me out, I know Jennifer checking you out.
Right.
And like to me, it's like a ranking thing now, right? Because first of all, it's just as me and you living together,
Right.
and if my phone rings and I having a conversation with my man friend, you would dig a horrors. But me and you home, and Jennifer shut down, and of all the friends that she could depend on, is you're not single anymore.
Right.
And I would want to believe that you would say, Gil, I would like to think, you know, call a partner now.
So what if
Call a partner
so
and
what
say,
if I
"Here."
carry her with me
Well,
to
yeah.
help she turn, you know, to change she tire?
Well,
Because again, with me and her, our relationship is basically platonic. We are as in we,
Right.
sorry, we yari. So if I say okay, whereby the only element that I see happening there is basically if I become secretive
Right, exactly.
with the same friend.
So the
Yeah.
point I'm getting at is, me and you sit down home, and I might offer to come, and you might tell me, well, relax yourself now, just go in there to come back, what happened, you know, Jennifer, right? So I might want to wonder, well, if it is I know you and Jennifer so good, and I trust you, why you want me to stay home? Why you can't allow me to go with you, right? Jennifer now is a ranking thing on Jennifer because you and you know what I mean?
Then no assumption?
Yeah.
No, you say something that's very crucial because that have been the situation with most Tobago women.
Yes.
It's like this girl pulling rank that okay, she could call call your husband
why
or
of
your
all your
boyfriend.
circle you trying to tell me you are her only friend and you and all too? What kind of, even like, you don't want me to go?
But most
right?
times we innocent.
Yes. So if that is the case, why you don't set your boundaries, right? Rather than control the fact that you have to go. Set your boundaries and say, Jay girl, let me call Marlon now. Right? Marlon, here we're going on Jennifer down the road, ting. Wifey digging a little horrors. Call Marlon and let Marlon go same way now.
No, that is basically no. You giving
Right.
she ammunition to work with. Because the fact that I said the man, in a case scenario like that, if I call she and say, girl, I think digging her house for me to come and help you. Now we're giving
You're not telling her that. Why would you? Now that's the thing. Why would you tell her that? This is between me and you.
Right.
So all you need to tell her is, girl, I'm not in a position to assist, but I call Marlon and Marlon coming.
And
Everybody happy. She getting fixed, and I have my man by my side, and we could continue to watch Netflix.
so what is the problem with me? Because all right, look at as a rightfully see, we are helpful beings. Men automatically we go into the zone of trying to protect a woman no matter who she is.
Right.
That way we will open the door for a woman, that way we pull it chivalry. That way we will do that. Right? I would make an example on a previous episode about this, whereby you would see a woman on the road destitute, looking for help, wherever the case may be, and they would stop
Right.
instantly.
And
You would not break down on the
I
road.
have no problem with that.
And instantly you would go and help and assist
Right.
it.
Because it's a man's
they don't know she.
nature. Right.
Right. So if it's in my nature
It
to
is
help
your
my friend
nature
now,
to spontaneously help someone.
right.
Right? But to me, there is boundaries, and I would respect you better as my man if I hear you get that call and you say, girl, I would like to come, but I'm in the middle of something. I call in John. John, here we're going on. Jennifer, need a little handy. Help out for me. So that is not you setting your boundaries in aspect of she calling ranks to say, well, she could come now.
So-
you come in now, right? You come into her now and you're leaving me unsatisfied. unhappy with the fact that
you're not in a destitute position.
Right,
you're not looking for
but
help.
you are not the only Prince Charming to help her. You Superman.
Yeah, because it's my nature to help.
Yes, and it's John nature to help to call John. Let John give Jennifer a hand now, man. Because even in my case, now in a woman's case, I might get a call, right? I have friends before as well,
right,
and probably giving advice or whatsoever. He end up in a situation where he feel he could call me, me and you watching TV or whatever, we bonding, whether we cooking, whatever it is.
Yeah.
And I would believe I would respect you enough to tell you, boy, let me call you back.
Right.
Right? I don't think I should get up and leave. How would you feel that I get up and go and take the call and giving, suggestions and continuing on the conversation when you and I were in the middle of something? You and I, if I'm home by myself, is that different?
No, your sister. All right. Based on your case now, I would work with where you're present, right? So if I say, okay, you're giving him advice, you're talking with him, and if it's low basis on relationship advice, this is where now I would say I will more put the aspect of boundaries on you to really put a line or draw a line where that is concerned.
And it's the same for you, sweetheart?
No.
It's the same for you.
It is way different.
It is the same.
It is not the same thing.
It is the same.
No.
Because I would expect you as well to consider here what. Now, if you're home alone, I'm at work or whatever the case may be and you're inclined to help, fine. Go right ahead.
Right.
But you and I, we vibes in you. You going to leave knowing that I'm uncomfortable with the fact that you're going. Why can't you?
Yeah, but why would you be uncomfortable?
As I said, are we protecting me? Me and you lime in.
Right.
Right?
Me
and you lime in.
As a rifle say, you're protecting you.
Right, exactly.
Right.
But
nothing is happening with you. You safe. You good.
I don't know that. I don't know that. Because the first thing she gonna say, where you? And you tell her, at home with babes here.
Right.
One time she gonna say, well, she should say, with offer respect for me, well, let me call somebody now, because this is my situation. Right? Why would she still expect you
Remember,
to
that's
drop?
history, though.
Listen, there's a different, and just as you said, there's boundaries. So you would look at me controlling you, controlling that is controlling? Would you consider that as controlling?
I would just say, as I rightfully say, all right, you want to make sure you good. So I would just basically going to put jealousy in regards to.
You would think I'm jealous.
I would just think, because as you rightfully say, you figure she going to pull rank on you.
So even if I am jealous, wouldn't your that provision to you wouldn't want to make me comfortable?
Yeah.
Yes, you want to help her, but I am uncomfortable with the situation.
Yeah, but why?
So do you find that do you find that as controlling, or is it double standards?
It could be a double standard.
How?
Right? And when I'm saying it could be a double standard, and let's put it in the basis of how we see things. And I'm talking about how man see things to versus how women would see things. Now, we don't have the element within us to just basically just be, where we will look for connection. Right? We don't look for connection.
Man don't look for connection. Helping, right?
We go just
it's
help.
In your nature to help.
Because we go help somebody. We go help that same woman who we don't know. And by the time we finish help she, and we go away, we forget she long time. Because we just basically want to help her. So if this is a friend of mine from yard, and I help her, it basically to make sure she good, make sure she's safe, whatever the case may be. I'm not saying that, okay,
all with the
it doesn't
expense
omit
of me being uncomfortable,
no,
so who you're putting in front?
And that's the point I'm trying to make it to, but
why you're not
good.
Studying? Why you're not studying? I'm not good. I am not good. I am not
so
okay with you.
You're not good mentally.
Leaving me to go and help somebody
so your
else
thing is
when
psychological
I need you. I don't know what you want to call it, but I'm telling you, if you respect me and love me, you would not look at it as control. You would look at it as, let me respect my woman. I get help for Jennifer, right? And you would still check in. I have no problem with you checking in and say, hey, John, how far is it getting through? You understand why you have to physically leave me?
But I'm not, all right, I'm physically leaving you for a moment.
I don't care how long it is. It could be 2 minutes or 2 hours.
Buddy, what is this?
Right?
Why does it
have to be in your nature to help her when me and you, we bonding, we at home, you probably just coming from work tired, and I'm sure I probably ask you, well, do so and so for me now, and you might be, I'm gonna do that tomorrow now. I just want to come home and tired,
call and
then you get a phone call and you jump. Right?
I could understand.
her needs
right.
over mine.
I could understand the little aspect of, you're moving the goalpost a little bit. So I understand that, right? But let's be real, is that if the basis of me going and help my friend, right, I make sure you good though.
I have no problem with
Right?
you helping your friend, right? It's not like if you're on the way home,
Right.
you get
And
a
she
call,
right.
and you say, well, babes, I come in there just now. I'm helping Jennifer. The
Well,
fact remains is you're already home, you're comfortable, you don't bathe, you unwind, and I don't tell myself, just now is morning time, I am spending time with you. So I don't think it's about jealousy. I think it's more like a disrespect. No, I find it's disrespectful.
Yeah,
that
but
you
if
would
if I say, okay, well, babes, J call, right, and she can't break down wherever the case. She's in a bad place, right? There are no, there are no thing where she could be secure wherever the case. I gotta run and give you a hand, right? I gonna make sure you good, right? No, as I said, the option is there. The option is there. Here, well, come with me now. Keep me company.
And I don't want to go. Right?
Okay, so why? Okay, no.
And that's why I say.
So why would you not want to go?
Why will I want to go? That's why I say I'm happy to have my man, Jed. Whole day I lonely, whole day I doing house shows. I'm making sure I bathe up and nice up and fresh up for my man. We probably fall asleep with the movie last night, and we were in the middle of the movie. You must up and leave and go and help Jennifer. So that is not a disrespect to me.
All right, no, you rightfully put it in the reverse in regards to you taking the advice or giving your fella advice. Now, I was saying, we operate on the spectrum whereby we not look for connections, right? We would do whatever we had to do without having to have no connection with the lady or whatever the case, with the opposite sex, right? That's why we could be able to go from woman to woman to woman to woman with no remorse, right? I'm not saying it's something good, and I'm not putting it out there that is something for men to do. I'm not doing that. I'm just saying we just have the ability or the capability of doing such. Now, with you now, the reason why we put boundaries on where you is concerned, and I will consider it not control, but basically, hey, you need to check yourself.
Right.
Because you look for a connection. Now, the day me and you fall out based on the advice you give
so you feel it's not the same with Jennifer? You feel it's
even
not the same with Jennifer?
Yeah, but no, even though it's with Jennifer,
right? Whoever.
The onus is on me.
Correct.
Right?
So why isn't the onus on you to make me comfortable and tell Jennifer, here, now if you're single, as I say, you're single is a difference. I met you single.
Right.
Right? And you're helping you, whatever the case may be.
Right.
But I think you also have to set boundaries in the relationship.
I'm not saying no.
Running to her rescue when there is somebody else to help. Right? If it's your child mother, I might be okay with it. Right? Because,
if you're okay with a friend from yard, you're okay with a child mother?
No, if it's your child mother.
No, this is somebody who
is your child mother, it's a difference. She might be single, you move on with me, right? She have a flat tire, whatever. Her child probably home waiting on her. You are responsible for your son's well-being. Right? So I have no problem with you going. I will come with you. But Jennifer, who you have no attachment to, just always good pallywags from long time. Why are you leaving your space? What is the big emergency to help her that she can't have another friend that says?
Wait. So you would allow me to go with Jennifer who I have no attachment with?
No, I'm not letting you go and think, Jennifer. I will allow you to go with and help your child mother.
Listen to me.
I will allow you to go and help you. I'm coming with you to help your child mother. Let Jennifer find somebody else.
So you're going to come with me with the child mother?
With your child mother. But Jennifer can't call you when you home, right? You home. I tell you, babes, I run out of ketchup. Oh, God, girl. Couldn't call me before and tell me you need ketchup. I'm tired. I want to come home.
Right.
But Madam Jennifer could call. Boy, where you? Right? I know reach home there, girl. Ting. Here, why you could come and help me? Girl, I tired. Let me call John. But what is so wrong with that?
Wow. I would have set the boundaries with the child mother.
No.
I would set the boundaries with the child mother. Because there's somebody that I have a connection. I had a connection with.
But that is your son or your daughter's mother, and at the end of the day, I would want to make sure that she good. For me.
Okay.
That is me. But somebody who you have no attachment to, you just run in to help them.
Think about
because that's your childhood friend. Let somebody else's childhood friend help her.
So the thing is, I'm saying.
Because you ain't going and tell me, well, me and you going and done because I helped my child mother and I feel like I've got some feelings for her, Right? But at the end of the day, as a form of respect to me, as a form of respect, I think you should tell Jennifer, let John help you.
Let somebody else do it.
And there's nothing wrong with calling your partner and saying, boy, at home with wifey. Jennifer called me. I really want to leave wifey. No, you don't have to. It's up to you if you want it. Tomorrow you could tell. And I should have going and tell her, boy, you whipped or what? So because I'm going and help Jennifer just because she say.
Yeah.
But if you respect
if I'm the
me,
one that available to help she at that moment,
no,
at that
you're not
point in time,
available. You're with me. Is a difference, and that is the difference there.
Yeah, but what I'm saying,
right?
As you say,
I don't think it's control. I think it's a matter of you're respecting me enough to make me comfortable.
I could understand the boundaries with the child mother, no? Right? And when I say the boundaries with the child mother, because of the fact that that is somebody had history with. Somebody have sexual history with.
I would know, remember, I would know the history. I would know why all you break up. You would have done tell me you don't care. What? I don't.
I could tell you a dream.
That is okay. I know you. And even if you're lying to me, that is fine. Right? I know you. That is fine. Okay. Because I would also want to know, I would also want to be comfortable knowing that at the end of the day, the child, the child good.
Right.
Because of, remember, you are the father. Right? Some women, maybe not so, but for me. But Madame Jennifer, we don't have no attachment with. Let Jennifer get her own help, please, and thank you very much.
Okay. I'm going to get that one day. But we still have to go back on the next side. Because
where's the next side?
That is based on you giving the man advice. Right? So what I'm saying,
so you would have a problem with me.
Yeah. Especially when it comes to
my male friend.
Yeah.
And giving him advice.
Yeah.
So what do you think?
No, there's where you gotta set boundaries. And the reason why I say you gotta set boundaries there is because of the fact that the situation is more likely like this. Knowing how a man does think and how a man does operate. I consistently ask you.
And guess what? It's the same thing with me and Jennifer. I know a woman does think and woman does operate, but
what I'm saying, the onus is on where Jennifer is concerned.
And I don't know that. At the end of the day, I don't know, you know.
But
I have
you just
no
say you know me.
what you do. Yes, I know you.
Right.
Right? But anyway, go ahead.
So the basis is on me. No, the thing is I know women. Right? Not just you. I know women. No, because of, let's say for instance, based on him now giving him advice, basically, technically, what he's doing is planting seeds. You understand? So you see, he reading as to advice that you're giving. So he reading into all the things that you're sharing with him, right? Now, the day me and you get like ahead, guess who you're going and call? The same person who you was giving advice to.
You feel so?
Feel? Me know, sir. Is he you're going and call? So the thing is, because you already built a rapport of communicating on that level.
Now the thing
so even though it was coming from his end to you.
So you would want me to not have
totally
that level lock off.
Lock off any male friend. From the time again, but me as man lock off male friend.
But you can't lock off your female friend.
No, I don't want to.
Right?
I control that.
So the premises, so you just use the word, right? You just use the word control.
No, what I say, I control me.
Right?
I control me. I set the precedence in regards to where that is concerned.
I think if you consider me, because I would consider you too. Right?
Yeah, I'm saying, I'm not saying no, you should consider, yeah.
Of course, John go had to understand, boy, these, you know what I mean? And it's only fair, especially if we live in together, right? We live in together, we already have some, and John would know here what's going on. I have a man, things, so.
Yeah.
But the same way that I could tell John, I have a man, you know, we had to slack off a little bit, right? It's the same way you have to understand to make me comfortable.
Right.
Within the space as well.
Well,
it should not be a double standard. It shouldn't be, well, all right, you tell me to lock off John, but you still handling your scene, right? You're still helping. Right. You're still helping. Now, as I say, I may not have a problem with the helping. It's like how, right? I don't think I'm the person to say, well, stop talk to Jane or stop. But it's a matter of not what you do, but how you do it.
I feel like how thing they basically
it's not what you do, but how you do.
How? Because basically,
because you totally want me to lock off, right?
Yeah.
And
but there's
just for the sake of that,
but there's good grounds in regards to where that is concerned.
So it's not good grounds to make me comfortable.
Listen, where me is concerned, as a man, I'm the man. The only way, remember, we don't look for connections. The only connection that we have is with our immediate, right? That's you, and we just have to open up to that, right? Hence why we could, I ain't gonna cuss, but that's why we could deal with a girl sexually with a bag over she head.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Mm-mm.
Yes. That is to the level that we could carry. We could deal with she with a bag over she head because we don't care. On the basis of where that is concerned, because we're not dealing with connection. That's what I said before. That's why we could move
But you're connected to the girl, though. You're connected to the fact that...
True friendship.
But it's still a connection, though.
So
it's still a connection.
So from your perspective, it's reasonable, right? It's reasonable is you managing your relationship, you bringing understanding to your relationship. But basically, on my end now, it's because what?
You remember you tell me lock off our name and I lock off our name, but you telling me you should still be able to run and help out John, leave me home by myself, and I telling you, babes, let us connect, right?
No, we have more times to connect.
No,
it's just one moment in time for me to actually help a situation.
I don't tell you, call John already. Call John already. Call John.
Right, for the guys who just joined in, we're talking about boundaries versus control, the double standards between men and women. If you have any questions, or you could ask all the questions. We have about 4 or 5 people on the live. What and what and how. All right. So, or you could ask all the questions, right? I want to play a short clip right now, right? It's a movie clip. And we're going to spark off another aspect of this conversation. Now, let me give you some context, right? Because, as I say, it's a movie clip. The lady tried to play the game like the man. So he cheated first, yes, but he never brought him in any disease to his wife or anything. But she did. She cheated, and she brought him a disease to him. And let us see the uproar. Hear them.
I have chlamydia.
You have what?
Can you just sit down?
How the hell did you get chlamydia?
Ah, nice.
I have chlamydia.
You have what?
Can you just sit down?
How the hell did you get chlamydia?
Jake, please.
How?
Jake.
It's Fernando, isn't it? While you were at his office the other day, you lied. So is it still going on?
No.
Is it still going on?
No! No!
How many times, Carissa?
Jacob, come on!
You been running off to some little nasty hotel or something?
What hotels were you running to?
No, that's not the question. I asked you!
If you would just let me explain,
I don't
Jacob,
even want to know.
please.
Just get out.
Get out where?
I don't know. Just get out of this house.
You have got to be kidding me, Jacob. Come on.
Do I look like a...
You gonna kick me out for cheating?
You know what?
One mistake after all the years I put up with you.
You want to get out of this house so bad. Get out. I never gave you a disease.
You are the disease, boo. Gonna kick me out of your mommy's house. I ain't going nowhere.
Us? This is over.
I wasn't going anywhere either.
See?
I staying right there. Me now go a place. Yes, where's her name? Where's her name?
Carissa?
Where's her name? Carissa?
Yeah.
Carissa, standing with your girl. Why would you put me up?
If you could move back this screen here, mute it back. Yeah. Yeah.
Right? I am to forgive you multiple times. You hear what she said? I've forgiven you multiple times. Right? I'm sure we have kids. We have a family.
Well,
I'm
let
sure,
we assume, right?
Right? Let's say we are married. Now, the thing is, I met you, I got enough feedback.
Yeah.
I met you a particular way.
Right.
Right? I have already accepted at the end of the day, you chose me off of all the people that you probably, women that you're with, right? You didn't lock them off. You still have them, right? Why you're going out there, I don't want to know. You ain't up in your phone.
Right.
I don't want to know, right? Because I can't change the fact that that is who you are. I married you.
Okay.
Good.
Right.
And you come multiple times for forgiveness, and I've forgiven you.
Right.
The one time now, for me. Now, the thing is, you have men who would cheat and will come home and still protect, be that person. I'd have some men who feel, well, they could come and treat you like dirt, right?
Right.
And no respect, just as the earlier topic,
Yeah.
right? With no regards for my feelings, right? You're on your phone, you reach home, you're on your phone, and you didn't even care about how my day went.
Right. Okay.
So while you neglecting me, me and folks too,
okay.
right? I have needs that needs to be met as well. Yes, you going out there because that might be a culture. That is because it's a man thing or whatever.
Right.
And you want to put me out. So why you can't forgive me the same way, right? You might probably say, well,
Nah.
you might probably say, well, I want to be close to my children. I don't want to have a separate home. I don't want to be that single father where I go in and look for my children and that kind of thing, right? But no, without thought, you hear, he didn't give her a listening ear, you know, get out, and without rhyme or reason, the same family would he probably begged over and over to keep putting me out in the street. I sure is with the children.
No,
Or even if he keep the children,
right.
oh gosh, my backside dark.
Exactly.
Because his fight for either custody or visitation, and the children now, because of my infidelity, feeling the rot, the pulling and tugging of us. When you could simply say, well, I understand, boy, I treat what's your name, Clarissa, real bad. And I understand that is our connection, but I will be the man that I was in the honeymoon stages of our relationship, and I've forgiven you for the sake of them children. Would you do that? No. Because exactly, you wouldn't.
Nah.
So that's why I'm not going.
No.
We will be in the same house.
Well,
right?
I'll go be in the same house like roommates.
Right? Yeah, and that is fine. I'm not leaving. Because you who took the vow to protect, serve, provide for me, right? Want to throw me out for me now to protect and for myself.
You are the fend for yourself?
Right? No.
No, that's the repercussion for your action. The repercussion for my action, I still have my character intact.
And that was a repercussion of your action. That was my reaction to your action. If you faithful to me and we're going good and I go with my fast self, put me out.
We're going down a road.
I suffer the consequences.
We're going down a road where it's become a tit for tat situation. If I do what I do, I do what I do based on what I do.
So that right there is what? Boundaries or control?
That is boundaries.
That is control.
That is boundaries.
You want to control the dynamic of the whole the family where you vow to protect. I want my mommy, I want them children. I grew up in a broken home. My daddy wasn't around. But all the niceness, babes, whatever I do, don't forgive me. Because, you know, I want them trying to know that daddy, I don't want no next man in my children's space. I don't want the next thing, right? And the same way that you wanted them in the beginning, you ain't studying that when I cheat?
No, you can't study that when you cheat.
Yes, you have to.
It is a no, wait,
you have to.
No, slow down.
You have to.
No.
That's why I'm not leaving.
The only thing you have to do is stay black-handed.
and stay in the marriage.
Yeah.
And stay in the marriage. And here now, I'm doing everything. Don't feel spiteful, you know. Babes, you good? You eat? I cooking same way clean, but I'm not moving. You are not moving.
If that is the case, let me tell you. In regards to how men cheat and versus how women cheat, women cheat for connection. They cheat because be real,
lack of
something
what you
missing.
did not give. Exactly.
Something missing.
Right.
Let give you that. But the repercussion of you doing that, remember, you are the one receiving. I am the one giving.
I receiving what?
You receiving an ex-man.
Right.
You been dominated.
Why am I receiving an ex-man?
You been dominated.
Because you neglect me. So you had to look in the mirror now and say, boy, I had a nice woman who never even thought about cheating on me. Why she go out there, boy, for a next man to neck? But she let a man go. So you going to let a next man win? You going to let a next man win?
Is you allowing him to win?
You. Because remember, it's you put me out.
You
put me out.
Well, no, we're not talking about the put out yet. We're talking about the actual action of
it don't
cheating.
happen already. I can't go back and undo it, right? So for whatever reason, I cheated on you. Good. You cheated on me numerous and multiple times.
Right.
And you beg that you love me, the children, everything you build together, everything you work hard for and stuff like that. We don't break up that. And I have forgiven you and I've still been faithful to you and all like that. Up until that point. Now that the tables turn, Mr. Macho Man want to put me out.
Yes,
right?
so we get put out.
No, I'm not going.
Well,
Right? You
well,
have
police
to
gonna come
drag
for
me.
you.
Is what movie boy had to drag me kicking and screaming, and your
Maria-
children going to watch.
Diaries of a Mad Black Woman.
And your children is going to watch their father drag me out.
No, the police gonna come for
Yes,
you.
well, the children are going to watch the father call police
Listen
to
what she
put
said.
out their mother.
Listen what she
Right?
said. She had no deed, no connection to the house. Is the mother house, right? So there's because of infidelity on your part. Now this is where we have to break it down now. If I am dealing with you based on something that is about you, at the moment and at the time that you say you forgive me, you make a choice to forgive me.
Right? And
This
you,
is where
you
the double
that
standard
choice.
comes in, and where the bias comes in,
yes,
right?
Yes.
You make it your duty to forgive me every single time I
and
went
you
out
not
and I
making it
cheated.
your duty to forgive me. You love
Exactly.
me again. Why you love me
No,
again?
it doesn't
so
sound
you want
nothing to
make
do
a
with
next
love.
Man win? One like me, I would have been
You already-
begging. You
you-
would have been
No.
begging and saying, boy, Tom can't win my wife, boy, my nice, sweet wife. Nah, I going to do everything that I used to do in the beginning, boy.
You allow.
I had forgiven
no,
my
listen
wife.
This, listen
so
this.
you ain't forgiving me, boy?
No, listen
Well, I'm
this.
to the loving
You
person that
allow. You allow another man to already dominate you.
you allowed another man to dominate me.
No.
You allowed another man because you neglected me. You,
Ah,
everything
so
that
the
you
be-
made a
Who
your vow
madness
for,
here?
everything that you made a vow for, that you vowed to protect me,
Uh-huh.
you neglected me and you left me to be where's the word, in need of another man. And
Seriously.
he saw an opportunity and he seized it. So you're supposed to have some sort of, where's the word, guilt
Why
or
would-
feeling in
li-
your
li-
mind to say, boy, I had to do this woman something.
What's yet?
Right?
I will never feel guilty.
Why? You have to feel guilty for
No.
your actions that caused me to react for that.
Woman, you hear what I'm saying?
Yes, I did. And I'm standing by it. I'm not leaving.
You saying you allow, imagine, so you tell me you are close spending.
No.
You so soft?
No, I'm not soft.
But you
I've
just
been
proved-
standing by you all them cheating. I didn't go and cheat on you the first time you cheated
Right.
on me. I didn't go and cheat on you the second time, the third time. All the multiple times I have stood by you. I'm not that soft. I'm
Right.
not that soft.
No, all right, you're not that soft, but there's
No.
some softness in you.
Well, of course, I'm a woman.
All right, but
I'm a
then
woman.
you allow
Right?
because of
So,
what I do.
Because you know that I am your soft person. You're supposed to make sure that I am in need of nothing, which is love. You feel protection is just
So
money.
wait,
If you're providing is just money and your mother's house roof over my head, protection is not just that. You're coming in, we call them girl and them like, yeah, in your big house, you're driving your big car, which we both worked hard for.
Right.
Right? Yes, you might
To a
you
certain
might be the
extent.
one. Of course, I'm supporting you. I'm your partner. I'm there for you. Right? Who keeps your clothes clean? Who cooks your food and all like that? So you go there and cheat because you're a man, and that is fine.
And that is the point I try to make. The point I try to make that you're supposed to do your part.
And I am doing
And
my
you have to
part.
take responsibility for your
Yes,
action.
and you also have to
Right?
take responsibility.
And I'm not saying
for
no.
the-
I'm not omitting my responsibility of taking
Well,
actions
then don't put me out.
on my
Right?
actions. No, you're going to
Right?
get put out.
We'll go in the other room. Right? We'll go in the children. I'll sleep with the children that night, and you will think about
will-
why I did it in the first place.
I got mine picking you up.
Right? I will sleep in the children's room because I'm not going to see my children crying and say, calling me because I know everybody have phone now, mommy. When you coming home, well, daddy don't want me back. Because why? I cheat? Right?
Yes.
No.
No, let's break this
No.
down a little bit. Let's break this down a little.
No. Daddy is going to forgive mommy and we're going to live happily ever after,
No.
like in the fairy tale movies.
Yeah, very well. I like how you say it is a fairy tale. That's not real life. No, the thing is, it's like this. The reason why I bring this scenario, because this tends to be a real life situation with a lot of individuals. And as I always say, and I think you would have mentioned it before, whereby the woman should put herself in a position whereby she should try to understand she significant other, right? And I tend to say this, that men tend to know women more than women know themselves. And here's the reason why I say that. The fact that we have to attain certain things before we actually care, even ask you out on a date, it's because now we have to study you. We have to know what you're thinking,
And
what
then you stop
your
studying when
color.
you get me.
No,
You stop studying me, baby. Right?
We reached there yet.
Go ahead.
So we studying you, we learning you, we trying to understand, how you think, how you move, your favorite colors, the things that you like and that kind of stuff. So we tend to kind of like tap in more as to getting to know. When it comes to you on that end, you have because of the fact that from 16 to whatever age, you have options. Men just come into your DM. We don't have women coming into we DM.
You who tell you that?
Right?
Now them woman bold, especially when
Yeah,
all they
but yeah,
married. Especially when all they married.
Right.
Oh my gosh.
Because you see, though, because of the feminine movement, it made it easy for men.
But it happens.
Right?
So let's not deny that, right?
We're not denying that that doesn't happen, but
Right.
it's on a general sense. More times you have more option. A woman have more option than men. That's on a general sense, because they wouldn't date an ugly man.
Really? If you treated me good, I don't care how ugly you are.
Oh, serious?
You treated me good and you could, what looks have to do with it?
Serious?
All who talking about now, I want my man to be tall, dark, and handsome. Where them tall, dark, and handsome man, what they doing?
Not making jokes.
Eh?
Okay, well, you cream of the crop. But on a real though, when it comes to the basis of when a woman having so many options, then you have so many things to pick from. There's so many
But the thing
avenues
is,
that you could
I
able to
have
pick
those
from.
options. I
Yeah.
chose you. I've chosen to be faithful to you, to be that nurturer for the children and everything. And at some point, you went, at not some point, but more than one point, and while you do that, you break a piece of me every time you go, every time you neglect my
but
needs.
I provide
and
still.
You're providing what?
I
And that's
I
what a
make
lot
sure
of men
home
think.
good.
A man think that because you put a roof over the head and she's not in need of anything, the love gone, the chasing phase gone, the hunting phase gone, I'm no longer beautiful. In the early you're texting me, hi,
No, but
love,
that's these-
hi, beautiful.
but these things are you telling
right?
yourself, though.
Right? No, but you telling me, you used to tell me these things, not so? Yeah, babes, wait, what to eat? You cook, right? Don't worry yourself, right? Now that we have bills, responsibilities, and stuff like that, I call you, I come in there now, right? And that part that you used to play in terms of making me feel wanted,
Right.
out the door. So the same options that you claim that I have, at some point, a girl is going to feel like, and give that man a chance, right?
Well, I'm
no,
saying.
it's not that I go on there and saying, well, I'm going and done with you, but now you want to done with me
Exactly.
because of what you fail to continue.
No,
Will you start something,
right.
right? And your ego, because you're a man and you know you're out there and you neglect my needs, and I'm supposed to still be that woman,
Right.
be that supportive, faithful woman for you.
Yes.
And you can't look at it and say, well, boy, she didn't deserve that. She didn't deserve that.
Christopher Martin sing, well, DJ, you know this song. Christopher Martin sing a song, Born for Born.
Yeah,
Right?
I like Dana. Who's Dana, boy? I wish a man would really, but in a situation like that, a man has no choice but to be forgiving, though. He has been multiple times. Kerry says cheaters cheat. Oh, that's your job. I taking over your thing.
No, you go ahead. No.
Right? So, yeah, Dane asking him if he's too late.
Oh, no, you're inside.
Right? Once the friendship is one that respects the
Right.
boundaries of the relationship, either party can accommodate at least that one friend.
When basically was talking about
Yeah,
the
in
friend,
the first topic. So, and
one
that is a
friend
man
of the
talking,
opposite sex. Opposite
And that's a
sex.
man talking,
Yeah.
So he has no problem with me giving advice to my male friend.
Nah, I not doing that. I not doing that.
Right, Kyrie. Hi, Kyrie.
Kyrie.
That is very toxic. Which one though? And could lead to a very dangerous situation. I'm not sure
And I believe
which.
you're responding to
this one or
to
the
this
first?
one.
This
to
one.
yeah.
Right.
Infidelity on a woman's part is worse. You see?
She's
The same man
already
was
disconnected.
bigging up here.
That's fine. Infidelity is on a woman's part as well. She already disconnected from me by cheating. But what caused the disconnection though?
No, you
Right,
don't
but
have to look at the
let
cause.
me
No.
finish now. In doing so, she shows she has lost respect for me as her partner. Remember, it was done through emotions. Thank you. Emotions, not lust like men.
Right.
And
So-
that is all your problem.
No, that is not a problem to we.
When I say problem, that is what you are not
That's
failing to
your nature.
realize. All you go right, you all going
Right.
out and that is your nature, and I have no problem with that. I've forgiven you over and over and over,
Right.
and yet still you and see, well, okay, this woman took me back over and over, still bring me my flowers,
Well,
still
give-
open my doors, still make me feel
Right.
beautiful, and that is what I lacked. So our next man come in my in inbox and not giving me what you used to give me, that security.
Most
Right?
times a woman branch out is because of the action of cheating, not the fact that she lacked the things that I'm doing.
But
you know.
no.
From the
And I
time
take
she
it
know,
back all the time?
no, from the
But
time you
hold
know
on.
I cheating, right? Even though you hear me, you heard that I do it the first time, the second time, or the third time, you see the aspect of cheating, the action of it. Because
don't
guess
know.
what?
I'm a bit
You
shocked.
holding on to the idea that, okay, you know what? It will stop eventually. So let me continue playing my part in regards to what I do.
I
You're
am-
supposed to continue doing your part because
I-
at the end of the day,
I am holding
you're
on.
still going to be accountable for your action. And the repercussion of your action is basically, hey, you're getting put out.
I'm not leaving. I am forgiving you, right? Not expecting you to change. I'm forgiving you because I want to make a difference for my family. I know what it's like not to come home to, no daddy. Mommy had to fight and do everything, right? Or in some cases, the daddies have the children and the mummies now have to be a part-time mummy, right? Not so. I have forgiven you, not expecting you to. Of course, it will feel good that you could really be faithful to me, right?
No, but
faithfulness is not the issue, right? Once I become a mother, there are certain things from my baby in my belly. There are certain things I vow for that baby, and that is to give her or him a nurturing home where mommy and daddy are both involved.
And we're not taking that away from you.
Right, but you're doing that by putting me out because I can't get up in the morning and
You
fix
could do
your
that from
breakfast.
you could do that from the apartment.
No, I'm
Look
not
for
doing it from.
apartment.
Nope, I'm not doing. I want to wake up in the morning and see how my child feels when she wakes
You
up.
go see them when they're going to
When
school.
she's there for her first period, my son started to get pimples, and I want to be there.
But let me alleviate.
So for
Oh,
family,
in
I
fact-
would forgive a cheater, not to expect a cheater to be
No,
faithful.
but a cheater would always cheat.
And that is fine, and exactly my point. Because
So-
you will put me out,
Right.
The man who I cheat on you with, you feel he going to cheat on me with somebody else?
He would.
So I am not leaving. Don't put me out. I am staying right here.
Oh, so you're begging me not to.
I'm
I
not
appreciate
begging.
that. I
I'm not-
appreciate that.
It's not
I
even a
appreciate-
beg. It's
I
not
appreciate
even a
that.
the beg. It's
I
not
would-
even a beg. It's you looking beyond my flaws, just as I've looked beyond your
No,
flaws,
no,
and
that-
look at the bigger picture
That should have,
of
woulda, coulda.
children who are going to be brought up in a broken home. It's not a toxic home because me going through your phone and me fighting you down and telling you stop cheat when you go cheat. And no. My children are not going to see me crying off for no man who I'm not going to change that anyway. I cannot control what you do.
Correct.
Good.
And that is the point I'm trying
I
to make.
would, however, be mindful that forgiving you leaves a safe space. Even for me, why going out when I leave, or when you put me out, sorry, because me leaving, I ain't leaving, When you put me out, I now have to do what you used to do for me. I now have to, because you ain't going to tell me, well, girl, you cheat. So look for an apartment. Let me pay half that rent. So when them children come by you, you're good.
Yeah,
I have to now do that. Right? So why will I leave my home where you provided that
My
to
mother
go
house.
there, your whole mother house, which is now mine because two becomes one. because two becomes one.
I know moving a goalpost, well far. No, the reason why I say this, right, as you rightfully say, right, we are both accountable for our
Just
actions.
imagine a man saying this. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, we both, I go get to that. We both are accountable for
Accountability
our
for
own actions, right? Now, wherever I act upon, yes, there's consequences to my action, right?
And that is.
Now, based on the clip, I am dealing with that way. Say, I'm talking to you first when you started to raise your voice. I
And
am
guess
dealing
what?
with.
I didn't even want to tell I chlamydia. I could
Right.
have treat myself normal.
So, but then how I get?
Yeah? But you didn't even know. You probably thought it's from them girl and them too. But you
So-
got up cheating with. I came out and I told you, babe.
Yeah, but you know, I
have
never go.
chlamydia.
I never come to.
You
I
would
will
not.
I will never
you would
confess.
not. Right? Exactly.
So
but
then-
I confess.
Right? No, well then.
Right? It's not like if you found out,
Right.
I still consider you enough to say, boy, when you come in to sleep with your girls and them.
What I'm trying to
protect
get at.
them.
What I'm trying to get at is basically the aspect of you being accountable to you, right? Based on your actions, right? You have to take in account your actions.
Right.
We understand that. I had to take in account to mine.
Which
However, I decide to treat mine, that is me,
By putting me out.
right? No, I'm talking about the put out yet.
Okay.
I'm talking about based on I being the multiple. I've been cheating. I've been cheating multiple times, right? I am accountable to me. So in the way where that is concerned, I still do what I'm supposed to do where the home is concerned. Home
Right.
covered. Right? Now, because of the idea would have been, obviously, she might have feel that I cheat, right? Or
But I
I
know
might
you
have,
cheat.
or the fact that she might have seen certain things, might be condom in my pocket when she washed my clothes, or
All the
some
evidence.
lipstick on me, some perfume, whatever. Fine. At the end of the day, you still accountable to your actions. So you telling me because I do what I do,
Not because.
you going and do, but it's
It's
just,
not,
you're
it's
just
not
in
tit
the-
for tat. It's lack of
But
what
there's a
I
tit for
used
tat.
to feel. No, honey. Because you cheated and I was still there for you. But you cheated and you are not there for me.
So you
right?
It don't have to be the same way.
You showed me that you don't no longer make me feel wanted, right? Appreciated.
So what about
Everything
you
that
making yourself feel wanted?
I must make myself feel wanted. That's your job. I already know that I'm beautiful, but let me hear
Right.
it from my husband now.
Well, then you have to
then
operate.
nothing.
Then
But then
you're supposed to operate within that state for that to continue to happen.
feel you right.
You can't go and just go on and make a decision based on what I did and thinking that, okay, I'm supposed to let that slide.
But what you didn't do, and that's what I'm saying. The fact is, I have no problem with you cheating. I forgive you and everything. So me going and cheat because you cheated. No, right. I did not go and cheat because you cheated. I went and cheat because someone else did what you stopped doing.
And then you give ear to the next person.
Right. Yes, I did.
Okay, close
yes,
pin.
I did. Yes, I did.
Right. So and you was,
right.
you
and, and guess what? Me going Tom, Dick, and Harry, no. I go with somebody who made me feel how you used to make me feel and stop. Right? And because of your ego, because you don't want no man to see you take me back because you know that.
Never.
Exactly. So then that needs to change. That's like how everything is evolving. You need to evolve too.
Nah.
Correct.
Because let me say, when it comes to cheating, a man dominates a woman.
Yes.
Right? We just have to be the ones that penetrate the woman.
But they say we smarter and something like that. How it goes.
Right? But when it comes to you, you are being dominated. I don't want to think I have the vision in my mind that a man climbing on top of my wife.
But blank it out. The same way I have blanked. The same way.
I am not.
Same way. And that's what I'm saying.
No, it is different.
Creed, everything is evolving. Right?
But not that.
Back in the days.
Blank.
Back in the days. It had no internet. You could get water from the river and drink just so, right? Everything now.
We still could get water from the river.
Yeah, but how far you had to go? How far you had to go?
Not too far.
You going to
George.
Monks in
George.
So you had to go to work down Crown Point and you going
river.
up in the river every day. Quick, that's the river. Right? So the same way how we have to, everything is evolving. You all need to evolve on all your ego too. And understand that, listen, I put her in this situation. I'm not going to let her next man win. And there are men like that.
No, so you...
I know it have men like that.
So you telling me you putting yourself in a situation for me to compete against our next man?
Look, they're saying, Creed Black, you're wrong. And there's a man, You're wrong there, King. You can't be neglecting your woman and expect her to literally force now. Then come let me kiss you. Come.
Out of you? Hey,
come
no,
let me kiss
no,
you.
No. Bro, we cannot go down the road whereby your actions, because of your actions, this is the repercussion of your actions. It's supposed to be the onus of me based on whatever I do.
So here's what, right?
It comes not you doing what I do.
So here's what, right? You come and I decide to leave, right? And we co-parenting.
Right.
Would you at some point realize, boy, some sort of reflection, boy, yes, it's in my nature to cheat, and she had no right to do it. However, the children missing the children, her mother and stuff. Would you swallow your pride and your ego and ask me to come back home?
I had to take counseling.
And that is fine. The question is,
the vision had to die.
That is fine. I am willing to go through all of that, but would you? Because man ain't taking counseling, or they taking counseling, and you're all talking about trauma and how men just go through their own trauma and this and that.
Trauma.
But there are things that are there for the men that you all don't want to take just for the sake of ego. Everything that it have for men, it have for women. And it's all they say, boy, no macho tell me about take no counseling, boy.
And I agree with that. And I agree with that.
And then all is the same one that's come to talk about trauma, and we cause trauma, but there are things in place to assist.
Right, we understand that, but I'm saying, we're talking about the action. If your action, no matter how you want to put it, you say basically, all right, some things was missing and this other man was coming to provide it.
Yes, because
and he provided, plus he get a disease.
No, nobody is perfect, and it's a treatable disease. Right? Because how many times have I, supposing I living with HIV, because of your cheating, and I have to now take medication, I'm facing shame.
As you rightfully say, we evolve, we would always wrap it up.
Right? But not always, because I end up with HIV. And I did not end up with HIV from him. I end up with HIV from you. And I still stayed. I now had to swallow my pride and go and take my medication. And if I happen to get cancer, well, that is a date. In 2 weeks are gone. Because people living with HIV, but they're dying in 2-3 weeks. Right? If diagnosed with cancer. Okay. As a result of your infidelity, because you are a man. If to me, you're single, that's in your nature to be a man, fine. You're now married, you have children.
Huh? So it's still nothing with nature?
It is,
If we're
but
married?
you need to make that conscious choice to study the consequences, just how I supposed to, as a woman, consider the consequences. You also need to make that conscious choice to not cheat.
So, all right.
Because of the risks involved.
So you can so the middle ground we could come up with is basically you can't play the game that we're supposed to play. That we play. You're not supposed to play the game that we play. So for instance, we
and that
cheat.
is the double
We
standard
meet in our
here, right?
nature. Right,
And that's
yeah.
the double standard here.
Yeah.
I have forgiven you many times. You want to put me out because I cheat.
Exactly.
When we could all come to a common ground and say, here what? I'm not going and cheat. Or if my wife cheats, I've forgiven her too.
No.
Never, because of ego, and
Oh, no, it have nothing to do with ego.
Double standards, and there goes the
No,
double standards.
that is not an ego thing.
But that goes there goes the double standards right
No,
there.
that is not an ego thing.
It
That
is
is
so
basically
what is it? It is
because
nature,
you because that nature.
It is nature. I am
Because-
sure you say it is nature, and I'm sure it have a man who could come honestly on the live and said, yes, they were players and they was in the game and stuff.
Right.
And once they got married, they made that.
Yeah, and I'm
that
not-
subconscious choice
Right,
to
good.
focus. And once you focus on the home, focus on the family, focus on your wife,
Yeah.
you don't need to go out and cheat.
Right. I understand. I
Which
doesn't.
will not cause me to go out and cheat.
I-
And we good.
That one, no,
and
no,
there's the princess
no,
happily
no,
ever
no,
after.
Don't try to sneak that in there.
happily ever
No,
after.
no.
Happily because
No.
because guess what? I cheated because of the lack of. But once you focus on me, I don't have to go and cheat because you're making me feel like we met yesterday, baby.
No.
The love is still
No,
there. The kiss
you-
on my cheeks.
no,
So
no.
gosh, baby, you look sexy. Don't mind the
No,
belly
no.
get big after them 3 children.
The
Babe,
reason,
that's
all right,
still love
let me tell you
ya.
something. The reason why I would not go down that road there all entirely is because of the fact that one, you are being dominated. 2 is that you, if the prerequisite is on the basis of what I am doing for you to hold on to whatever, nah. You take, in other words, no, you hand over your whole power, right? This is in benefit of you. You hand over your whole power.
To somebody
So it's
who,
until-
to somebody who earned it.
Right? So it's until now, because I am operating on the straight and narrow, like put it like that, I operating on the straight and narrow is the reason why you operating on the straight and narrow. You're not operating on the straight and narrow because you want to operate on the straight and narrow, no? You operating so because of what I am doing. So I'm telling you, no,
Or
I
what you're
can't,
not-
I
or
can't
what
do
you're
that.
not doing, and that's what I tell you.
Exactly.
It's
So
what
you
you're not
should
doing.
no. So therefore, you, if you're all right, this is where this come in. If you're that independent woman, if you're that independent woman, which basically you're
So who
self-reliant,
who tell you I self-reliant and independent?
Right.
Right. I say I ain't going nowhere.
right? No, because if you could go out and cheat,
No,
that means you have independent thought.
No, never. No,
what?
no.
So somebody control you then?
Yeah, who? I am not going out to face the world when I have a husband. No. Why? Why? Just as I have forgiven you, you can forgive me. On to the next topic. Where's the next topic?
All right, Jacqueline is saying, I don't want that. I don't think that way. My experiences, my knowledge ongoing prevents me from living that way. First of all, there is nothing to ask forgiveness for. 2 + 3 + 4 times. My life and no joke, no game, non-acceptable. Full stop. So she basically saying, hey, there are no excuses, I think,
For a woman to
for-
cheat, I didn't get in the
for, no, for him cheating.
Jacqueline.
know, this is-
Jacqueline.
Jacqueline,
Right.
yeah. So since that he was doing it multiple times, in the first time he do it, she like, all right, I cut it off, done. You go away.
Oh, so she's not encouraging
She's not
cheating.
encouraging the cheating.
And that right there is another topic because you as a woman, right, leave, pack up your thing and leave because your man cheat. Now, there's a difference between your man putting you out and breaking up the home and you as a woman breaking up the home for a sense of what? Morals and I have my worth as a woman, so you cheat and I pack up and go. You made a vow for what? Better or for worse, right? I made a vow for better or for worse.
Right.
And soon as the
listen to your
better...
vow, listen to your vow carefully. That one doesn't.
I know you're coming
Let me tell you something. I never said a vow. Eh?
right?
I never said a
So,
vow.
right, well, okay.
For better
but-
or for worse.
all right.
Good.
All right, let us take away the vow. I made a decision to be with you, right? To have children with you, to be able to have a family, right? That my children will hopefully not be in need of a father and a mother, right? In that context, right? And because of the fact that you go on and cheat, I am going to now crumble their reality of mommy and daddy.
Right.
I ain't think of doing that.
Well,
And that's why I have forgiven you over and over.
Right.
Because when I leave, I do, and women, I want you to probably chime in on that, probably Jacqueline, right? Could let me know. You, the man cheats, and you move out, and you're gone, right? Or you do things to get a divorce, and you put him out of his mother's house. And you now have to, because when he cheat and he gone, he's no longer going to be a provider for you. You're thinking he's gonna now give you his money and his protection and his support.
He pass everything through the court to the children.
He no, thank you. And I never like that. I never like the fact that a court have to come into play for me to get $1 for my child.
That's the point I was trying to make.
Which means that I'm not going to leave a situation of cheating just because. I'm not going to leave because you cheat. Call me stupid, I don't care. But at the end of the day...
Jana, you hear that?
Jana, I love your girl. Right? I am not going to... in some aspects, a man will come home and abuse the shit out of you. Right? I'm not giving it right. But the woman would forgive an abuser, a physical abuser, right?
I would tell her walk away.
Right? Yeah. I would walk away from that.
Yeah.
I would walk away from disrespect in terms of daddy coming home drunk and the children seeing, especially the boys who's coming home to see daddy speaking to mom in a particular way. He's not going to not respect women and even me. I will leave for that. I ain't leaving because you cheat. Because me leaving will not stop you from cheating. That ain't going on. See, in fact, oh God, sorry, babes, I'm going to come back home and bring my family together. So women, fight me if you want to, but that is my stance on cheating.
Now, on the basis of what you're saying, now this is where my grounds in regards to this whole argument is concerned. You are your own woman, I'm my own man. We are both individuals.
Right.
Right? We have our own mindset, we have our own perspective, however we want to think, that is basically the onus is on us. Now, the thing is now I'm saying is basically this, because Dean asked the question here, then in that case, Creed, she shouldn't have forgiven you the first time then, right? Okay, he shouldn't forgive me the first time, well then that might have been a chance whereby, supposedly, might have been a chance whereby I might have dig myself.
If I forgive you for cheating the first time, you would forgive you would dig yourself?
She shouldn't. But he said, because he said shouldn't have forgiven him.
Right.
The first time.
If I forgive you the first time.
Remember, everything does operate in the opposite.
Right.
So if you give leeway for certain things to happen.
So if I walk out on the first instance that you cheat, you are going to dig yourself.
More likely, the man will come begging.
Where? How many broken homes are there now because the man cheat? He never come back home because...
No.
I'm waiting for that.
Wait.
I am waiting for somebody on the live to come and say...
Anytime a man cheats in a household, it's more likely that the household can come back together.
Right, but how many come home? But how many times has it? How many times has a woman left a relationship because of cheating and it came back?
Nah.
Exactly.
Once she leave, that's it.
Exactly. So would you, knowing that you cheat, right, cause your family to split?
No.
Would you go back and say, babes, I'm sorry?
Remember, at the end of the day is the action, right?
Right.
So if we're going based on action, my action basically, as you say, cause you to walk out.
To walk out, right.
Now, you have to take account for that action, right? Not based on the cause, because you're not getting judged based on the cause. You're getting judged based on the action. Your thought process basically is, you know what? I'm going to leave.
Right.
You walk out.
Right.
I never put you out.
Good. But
you walk out.
So because I walked out and I did not forgive you the first time.
You got to pay for that.
Thank you. That's why I'm not leaving.
That's
why I'm not leaving. Because when I walk out and you ain't come back, I now have to be mommy and daddy for my children. Right? You still cheating, Matter of fact, you ain't going to get married again. Most men, once they get married the first time and you walk out and cheating, boy, I have my man cave for myself. That is it.
We gone.
So you now have to be mother and father. You have to now beg for $2 from the court. You have to go to PTA meeting by yourself, football meeting, or because why you cheat and that is in your nature, I stay and ride it. That's why you're not putting me out. Well, when you find out I cheat.
No, them girls go come for you.
That is fine. that is fine.
No, Jana asking a question here, why do men cheat? No, men cheat for very, very many different reasons. And there are men who are opportunists, or what we call, when the opportunity granted, they go cheat, right? Because they don't need for no connection. There's no connection is needed, right? There's other element whereby there are men who are in the faithful relationship. They're about the woman, you know, and it's a small fraction of them. They're about the relationship, right? But then now, the woman now, because she get a ring and she comfortable with the ring, the negligee she used to wear before to catch me, she stopped wearing it.
And you know why? Because you stopped telling me before,
right?
so I stopped on the
No.
But anyway, go ahead.
No, I never stopped telling she. I still play. Listen to me. I'm talking about I'm not talking about the opportunity. The ones who does cheat because the opportunity presents itself. Not those guys. We already fraction out those guys.
Right.
Now we're dealing with another section of guys
have on the bonnet and the rollers and the
who
duster.
dealing with the woman straight up.
Right.
Right? Anything she asks for, she getting it.
Right.
Any opportunity, everything to travel to it doing it. Making sure she can have gas. She never reached a gas station yet. So she don't even know how to pump gas.
She's not in survival mode. She's been provided for. She's
exactly.
living her happily ever
Good.
after. Right?
But because she get a ring,
she let go.
She let go.
Right? So no more
Exactly.
making myself
Now
nice.
Right. So the man in that relationship there, he cheat because of the fact that he not getting what he's supposed to get from his wife. He's not like he not pleading.
So you see the double standards, right?
Right. He not
I
pleading
wasn't
with you.
getting what I was getting from you. I cheat.
Right.
Right? And it's a problem. You're kicking me out.
Again.
And now you cheat because you're not getting what you getting from me.
Right. And now I'm saying, granted that be because there are the standards that more favor other than favor we. Because guess what?
How come I cannot share the live, Greedy?
Check the arrow on the end.
There's no arrow. Tap to join live. There's no arrow. Where? This? Okay.
Let me show.
Thank you.
I saw your shake. Yeah. So with men, I'm saying, in the basis of the double standard, right? There are very few double standards go for us, right? And the one thing that go for us is when many women do not side for and they do not like. Now, let me give an example. You could come and get pregnant. And you could say, okay, you know what? I'm not keeping this child because I'm not ready for this responsibility.
Right.
Right? You decide to take an abortion. Oh, I say abortion on Facebook.
Okay.
You decide
to terminate the pregnancy? Terminate the pregnancy?
Terminate the pregnancy.
Good.
Right? So you decide to terminate the pregnancy. Now, I'm not including a decision, eh? You terminate the pregnancy.
Up in the topic again, boundaries versus control, double standards.
Double standards between men and women.
Right, go ahead.
Right? So then now, you decide to unalive the child. Good? I don't have an input. You go on and you do your thing. Now you decide now, this is you again, decide now, well, I'm going to bring the child to term. Now you bring the child to term now, and I say that, oh no, I don't want the responsibility.
Right.
Right? I don't want the responsibility. You know what society gonna deal with me now? Put me in jail or put me in the court for child maintenance.
Yeah.
Whereas there is no repercussions for you for unaliving the child in your stomach because you don't want the responsibility. But because now I say I don't want the responsibility because you decide to bring it to term, I get locked up and I get slapped on the wrist for finance.
And I know my female counterparts will come for me on this. If I make a decision to bring a child into this world without knowing that the man doesn't want it, I don't think it is right for me to force maintenance and force visits, right? Because I made that decision, right? I made that decision, and whether it's to take what would they say to keep the man or whatever, I think it's totally wrong. If you made a decision to bring a child into this world without the father wanting it, it is totally on you, not the government, not the child to pay, not the father to pay her $500. And to me, if you do make that decision and you just go about your life like that, at some point maybe the man would want, and there's another topic. When the man does come around, whether he comes for graduation from preschool, primary school or high school, most of the time is where were you all the time, right?
No, you gotta
Ladies,
say- you gotta
ladies don't
face
come
that.
for me, eh? Ladies don't come for me because it usually happens. You choose to keep your child, your parents help, aunties help, you scrub floors, you do
Yeah.
double jobs, night shifts, whatever,
Yeah.
to bring the child, and then the man realize, hey, I was wrong for not being responsible, I'm ready. And I don't think it's ever too late for a man to want responsibility for their child. I don't think so. For me, you should forgive, just as they forgive him for cheating, forgive him for that, and allow the child to know his father and take it from there.
Yeah, because on the flip side, you need to be, you tend to want to be catered to when you decide to make the decision to unalive the child.
Yeah,
Because as I said, there's no real repercussions for you when you decide to take an abortion.
yeah,
Well, unalive, as you say.
right. So
You're
you're
not saying here, staying with a man who repeatedly cheats just for the children can harm your emotional well-being. Damage trust, erode self-worth, and create a tense home that teaches kids unhealthy relationship patterns, often doing more harm than good in the long run. Now, the reason why I was being argumentative, but people who already know me on this podcast already know my trend of thought. There's something called causality, right? Basically, cause and effect. So basically, I was kind of carrying it down a road, but it was sticking to it. Basically, it really complements, or it actually go into the conversation of causality, right? With cause and effect. They said that basically what I do, and because of what I do, the result of what I do, you did what you did.
right.
You understand? So that have it effects. I just want to bring it up as it, right? So in regards to where Jana is saying it, yes, it could have that effect on the child or on the woman being in a relationship, being repeatedly cheating on. No, I have my reservations in regards to where cheating is concerned because if we go back in history, based on polygamy and multiple men having multiple women, is a part of where it come to African history.
Right.
So I ain't gonna care a lot to the history because they're gonna say, oh, I'm talking stupidness and whatever the case may
No,
be.
the
and
thing is,
whatnot.
it's not stupidness. But the
Yeah.
thing is, in those countries, all the women are treated equal and the
Yeah.
children. Not in this society where it's a
No.
ranking thing.
Right, no,
So if
no.
it's right, go
And
ahead.
the reason why it become a ranking thing is because what I'm telling women to ask for, if you're asking for anything, do not ask for faithfulness.
Right, correct.
Ask for exclusivity.
And
That is two
Jana,
different things.
Jana, I love you, so
Yeah.
I'm going on this.
Yeah.
Once again, if I made a conscious decision
Yeah.
to take you back, I am not going to make it toxic. I am not going to be digging up in your phones,
Right,
I am
right.
not going to
Play your
ask you
part.
where you was.
Yeah.
I am still going to, because I am not there for me anymore.
Exactly.
I am there now for my children. I'm still going to be there for you in a sense that my children should still see me playing that role of being that supportive,
Yeah.
making sure you eat, making sure your clothes wash and thing. I'm not going to be rebellious and
I feel that.
and stuff like that.
I feel that.
So, just as men, I think you all had a topic before about sacrifices where men sacrifice, right?
That was
Women
last week.
also have to sacrifice, and it can't be where you have it both ways.
Yeah.
You can't expect just because you stay for the children, you expect faithfulness. You have to understand that, listen, I am not here for me. I don't expect to be called beautiful anymore. That honeymoon stage is done. I am here to still let my children know they still have to respect their father. Because in most cases, the men still love their children
Yep.
and they still provide for the children.
In fact, almost. In
Right?
fact, all
In
the
most cases.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
you and your ego as a woman, and I know they're coming for me, and that is fine. You step out with yourself and you say, look, I gone because of my morals and I know I see my
And I have
mother.
nothing to do with your
I'm a
morals.
boss queen
Yeah,
and da 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 da.
Yeah.
But what are you doing to your children when you walk out? You have to now put the children in daycare. So you have to work double hard because, as I said, the man is no longer providing and supporting you. For the men who do, kudos, but most times it's not. And now you have children who grow up now who rude. That is why teachers now having problems with teaching. You have no respect for men so the list goes on and on as to the consequences of you taking back a cheater but still want to be bitter. You do it to make it better.
Proper.
Please.
Proper.
Right?
Proper,
So if
proper.
you know your sacrifice, and the thing about it is we are so resilient that we could do it. We have that power
Yeah.
to do it. We could still be that supportive person. And when the child is 18 years and you could still get up and get. I don't.
And things could change in the time that you're doing that.
And guess what? No, I heard you said that what is against us is time versus age or something.
Yeah,
time
age
and
and
age.
time.
I don't
It's a
believe
woman's
that.
reality.
Because once my children reach a certain age, I can now do me. I can now do me. What I will try to uphold, though, is encourage, is if we are intimate, that you wrap it up with me. Right? That's what I'm asking.
Okay.
If I'm staying in the home and I know that you are cheating and there are diseases out there, that's why I ain't rate McGill for that. She decides to cheat
And she cheat there.
and she brings home a disease. If you're going out, wrap it up because you don't know who he with, right? And then you also have to protect yourself for your children.
Right, and that's fair.
Right?
And this, that I'm saying, because, because of the fact that women hold fast to the aspect of the action, they lose themselves thinking that, okay, they don't have no part to play. So that's what I'm saying, that what is for you, based on how you see, like I was talking before, the 6 to the 9. You seen 6, I see 9.
Correct.
Right?
It doesn't mean that either of us is wrong.
Exactly.
You just seen it your way.
You just
and
seen
it's the same way,
exactly.
ladies. It's the same way, ladies. I may not be right or wrong from my view. This is how I'm seeing it.
You see
I
it,
am
yeah.
seeing it as I'm not going to be growing up in a toxic home. The most I will very gently. I was in a situation where I knew he cheated and I ended it but luckily we had no children. And I told him, if you want to come with me, wrap it up. And he couldn't do it and eventually it dissolved.
Okay.
You have that power, right? No man in holding it down and raping you. At the end of the day, you have that power to say, listen, I love the fact that you're coming to me still, but I love myself and I want to be here for my children. I want to see my grandchildren as well. So wrap it up or don't touch me. Plain and simple.
I understand that. No, the aspect in where I was talking about, and I want to touch that a little bit. Where you was talking about when I say age and time is a woman's reality check, right? In the process, as I say, you don't accept him. You just tell him, hey, you give him some criteria to follow. Hey, wrap it up, whatever the case may be. In the process of where that is concerned, what are the things that men and this is me kind of giving women a sneak peek into a man's mindset, right? A man don't want to be treated like a child, right? Because in the first place, you're not his mother,
Right.
right? So when certain things, actions that he may take, you know what sometimes may consider him or cause him to continuously cheat is the fact that now, because you hear it the first time, now you approach him like he's a little boy.
Yeah.
Guess what gonna happen? He will continue to cheat on you. But because of when you say a little while, by okay, you know what? Here what? I gotta make sure I secure the home. I gotta start to do what I do for my children, thing whatever the case may be. Now, in regards to what you're doing, you did not omit yourself, because you say I thought when they reach 18, you know going to do you. No, you did not omit yourself. The fact that you're there, you are operating within your whole feminine nature. You understand? But you see now, we train our young ladies to look at a one dimension. Hey, he do this action, bossy throat. And then your whole relationship gone down the drain, and you even self know, as you rightfully say, for better or for worse. But when the worst come, you're quick to cut and run.
Yeah.
You understand? So the reality comes into play, whereby life testing you, whole words that come out of your mouth, and then when the whole words that come out of your mouth start to test, life start to teach you the lesson, you're like, nah, me ain't dealing with this, you run out.
And
You
that is
understand?
why you have no right to put me out if I do cheat.
I
Okay?
understand
so we're
that.
going back, we're going back
yeah,
now
I
to
understand.
the
I
topic,
understand.
right?
I was just being somewhat argumentative in regards to the thing, right? But as I say, many people know my stance where these things is concerned. I'm not the cheater type. I'm not on that. In fact, I big on energy. So when saying coming to sharing my energy, I'm very peculiar in regards to who that.
But
I've done that with 2 women in my life.
Yeah, big up
My
you.
child mother and my wife. And you see, when coming to sharing my energy, you have to come real good for me to be like, wow, there is something to consider, the man. Yeah.
Yeah, really.
You understand? And you have to come real good for me to do that.
And in that case, will it be where you now divorce your wife or you cheat? Because
If
you now
you're-
said it based on energies, right? So you're married and you found that other person with a
Right.
particular energy.
Mhm.
Will you now
No,
be a
it could
cheater,
be.
or
It
will
could
it
be
be
because-
now, or is it a situation, because we spoke about polygamy?
Mhm.
Do you think women in society now, in our culture, would accept polygamy. Let's say you and your wife happy, all good, and you decide here,
to bring in
I'm
another
next
woman.
year.
Right. No,
will it
no,
be that
we
you
society,
cheat?
we society is very young, right? Even though we are old people in society, our society is very young. We're not open-minded. We still 10 years back from China. China 10 years in front, we still 10 years in the back, right? And with a lot of things. That is why when cheating happening in our society, that is why the woman go crash your car. She go puncture your tire. She go do things, evil things against you. Now, the thing is now, what I just always say, women have an opportunity to understand men. Men love multiple, right? Women, in other words now, men love quantity, women want quality.
Yeah, and
right?
that is why I say, even if you go out and you do your thing, give me what I deserve,
so,
right?
So I'm saying, so if a man understand, I might even say be giving men game here. If a man understand the game, and he decide to say, okay, all right, you work quality, all right, I got to make sure that I attain the quality that I need to attain, right? Therefore, again, when I buy a car, I buy 2 cars.
Right.
I get a house, proper big house, proper thing, take a stunt, take a proper house. I'm making sure when I walk in, your finances up. Because let me tell you something, these things that I'm giving you, I don't really care about these things.
It's for you, not it's for
It's
me.
For you.
Right, not for you.
That's not for me.
And is it that if I am soft in my approach to you, it motivates you now rather than being rebellious.
Rebellious, right. So the thing is now, by me operating with that way and I give you that quality, now you have to understand what is my quantity. Because I was telling a young lady sometime, I say, when I hear quantity, I'm always thinking several women, right? And there's a book I finished wrote called Thanks to the Other Woman. Right? I'm hoping to drop that book this soon. Right? I didn't know it was too much money.
Come on, Pulse, and drop it, right?
No, see, I didn't know it was too much money to do a book, but nevertheless, it will come out. Thanks to the Other Woman. And I talk about quality and quantity. Now, many women think in their mind that when they hear quantity, they're thinking plenty other women.
Right.
But you as a woman could be quantity.
Yes.
But you see now, because you never took time.
But clear it up. I might know.
Yeah.
But clear it up for for my other females.
So because of the fact that many times you always saying the multiple women, and you're thinking multiple women on the basis of the quantity, you then decide that, okay, no, I could be that. You understand? So instead of now you think that, okay, because you fight for the ring, right? Because let me be real. Men have the keys for relationship, women have the keys for sex.
Ooh.
You open your leg for who you want to choose for.
Right.
A man go down on he need to give you that relationship. You understand? So it's until I propose to you, then is where you go get a relationship. Until then, you ain't get nothing. You understand?
So I could be in a relationship in my head for 10 years with you then, and it's nothing really to you.
Yep.
So I cannot demand
until I go down on that one on that knee or give you some level of commitment.
So I cannot demand faithfulness from you until I get a ring.
And then the thing is now when
even though we have children involved and all like that.
Even though. Now even though you demand faithfulness, you have to understand what faithfulness is to we.
Right, which is?
Right? I could be faithful to you. At this moment, at this time, I'm making sure that you get.
You cheated on me, but you're still faithful to the other person.
Okay, good. So you don't change.
Double standards.
But you don't. No, but the opportunity is there for you to understand what that means.
Right. Yes.
So when you understand what that means, guess what happens? You have the like it's like you have a cheat sheet where you know the answers.
Yeah.
So then know how you gonna deal with the answers. You go counteract it. But don't
rather
move.
Than fight it.
Rather than fight it. But most women know because they hear it. They hear that the quality.
But you see the thing is. And that I think is the issue with a lot of us women. You might know what you want to do to keep your woman happy. But a lot of men, because of ego, as according to Jana, them alone know why they cheat. But they don't cheat and still provide and still protect and still be that person.
The man who do that, the man who do that, he's a compulsive cheater. Right? You know, he had beaten, so he's cheating. You understand?
Right.
No, them fellas, I would tell her, outright, done right, get out of that.
Right.
Because what coming next, you ain't gonna like it. You gain licks. Because as soon as you open your mouth,
the control there.
That one is the control.
So that is the control.
Because there's levels to this.
Right. So which brings me to my question, because yes, I said because now if I don't have kids, I'll go on right? But because of the fact that I already met you that way, you cheating on me, and I made up my decision to stay. What now will be my where's the word? The red flag, I should say.
Right.
Right? Because as I said earlier, I'm not accepting abuse, right? Where the children seeing daddy and mommy fighting, mommy strangling, daddy strangling, mommy pelting things behind mommy.
I would never advise that either, especially with children. Yeah.
Right? And you mentioned also that a man is not a woman's child. But I think that if us women, you hear the comment from me again now, talk to our men in that same sing-song way that we will speak to our child, at least the women who who talk to the children lovingly, because trust me, it have mothers who, hey, leave that, you're stripping out what, you don't, right. So we're not speaking about that. I'm speaking about, especially like me, when my children coming from school, what are you doing in school today? You get all your work right? So is it that I need to now talk to you as my husband in that same song, sing song way? Hi, honey, how was your day? Even though I know you're cheating on me.
No, you sit down. All right. That was is about understanding each other.
Right.
If you understand me, knowing that I want quality, I want quantity, you want quality. For you to continue to get quality, right, you have to operate within your nature. All right. Let me bring it to a spiritual context. Sin in the etymology called understanding means to miss the mark, right? Which ties into alignment. So if your nature as a woman is to be soft, is to be feminine, therefore if you come off of alignment or out of alignment with your feminine self, and then you decide to approach me because I cheat to be masculine with me, where they become boisterous, where they become aggressive, right, towards me, guess what gonna happen? I see in you as a man. You sin because you come off of your alignment. Right? You're not in alignment with your true self. You understand? So when you do that now and you operate within that spectrum, right? You're looking for war in your relationship because now you come off of what you're supposed to be onto me. You understand? Because let me give you an example. If I come home now, we living together. And everything I come home, I quarreling about work.
Right.
Making noise about work, I'm making a bitching about the co-workers, whatever the case may be. I hyper feminine. Me and you together, and I hyper feminine. You gonna be like, what the hell do I have here? You're obviously gonna be like.
But I think I might be happy to know that you're sharing these things.
No. I am hyper feminine. I am a bull. I'm a man. I'm a masculine man. But basically, I'm hyper feminine.
Because men already don't share. They come home and they take some time to cool off, and they come inside, right? And you come home and you sharing what went on in the office or what went on the job site with me. I would look at that as a negative, as I would not accept that. That would be a problem.
The scenario is I'm hyper feminine. Feminine energy every single day from a man. I with you. You go find that funny. You go feel like you're dealing with an undercover brother. That's the reality. So think about that now when you operate in masculine. What are we thinking?
Ladies, you listening?
You get where I'm coming from?
Yeah.
So the thing is now, even though I cheat, I'm just saying here what? You continue to operate the way you're supposed to operate. You could change the narrative.
And that is not always the case, right? Hence the reason why
there's a reason though.
There's
a reason why it's not always the case, because we've never taught our women to operate truly within their feminine nature.
Since we're small growing up, as I say, the fairy tale of being provided for, being rescued.
And then when we see mommy react over that they're doing something wrong that she don't like, she get hyper masculine.
Or in some cases, we ain't see daddy there, and it's always mommy bashing the men and stuff like that. So
too.
we don't know how to treat.
Exactly.
And I saw a post somewhere that says that, men from all you're small and born and growing up, you're here, you need to be tough and you need to protect your sister and stuff like that. we learn to cook. You know, mommy tell cook for yourself, but we also learn study a book, right? And don't let no don't let no man cut style on you.
Yeah.
And these kind of things. But there is nothing saying, hey, you know, be soft, learn your work, yes, but in the event of this, you will still. So what? I mean, there's a lot of help on the internet, but do we really see it?
No.
To get the help.
Because most women go into relationship looking for the worst negative outcome.
This is a question I want to ask, right? You see in posts where women are asked to be within their feminine energy, right? Be soft, be nurturing and stuff like that. Good. Now, I was brought up with everybody saying, study a book, don't let no man cut style and anything, right? But what if I decided I just providing for myself, right? Until I get a man.
Right.
How can I be successful as an independent woman with men saying, oh, you have to bring this to the table and you have to do this and you have to do that financially? Because you're hearing man saying you're lazy if you stay home. Right? I decide, look, I don't want to go to work. And one time I stay home with 5 children and I'm not successful. Okay. So there's another double standard there now because you have the women who are taught that you have to be
going for the career,
successful and to make no man cut style on you and this and that. But yet still I decide, yes, I know I can, but I choose not to. I choose to be with my children until it's time for school. And what about even the opportunity of homeschooling? Why does society now look at me now, or your partners and all go tell you, boy, you only breeding the woman, woman go and look for a walk. So you see the double standards there now.
I understand.
You're now looking at me now as I am now unsuccessful because I choose to stay home.
That is a small percentage of men. If a man had to choose, a man would rather his wife be home with the children.
But yes, but there is the stigma of I am being called lazy if I do. And you're not getting the man who come.
If that is the case, that is a small number.
Because he coming home, he coming home and he's saying, we ain't time for that child to stop nurse, time for he to go daycare, I'm making enough money for he to go daycare, time for you to go and work. How do I now deal with that?
No, the thing is there's a small number. Now, if you have to deal with it
based
on the case, if you have to deal with it based on the case, is that if you have the money to facilitate, as you rightfully say, a daycare, right? Then she go and look for work.
But what if I, as a woman, don't want my children in daycare? So just like how you want to provide for me and stuff like that, and you feel, well, I should help financially. What if I choose not to? What if I think I cannot give my child?
No, well, you playing into the narrative of the traditional household.
And why is that downplayed now in society?
Because of what's being sold to women.
Right?
To be boss babes.
You're hearing, he's 3 years now, time to stop breastfeeding.
Right.
Is that what daycare there for?
Yeah, society.
Rather than it being applauded as, hey, yes, boy, that is success.
We don't determine success based on what people see or say. Right? We determine success based on our own individual thought. How do you see our success? You understand? Because I may see a success as, okay, me being a father, and that is it for me. That is success to me. A man may say, okay, success is he getting a nice car. So it differs based on individual. You understand? But in regards to the narrative that you draw there, is that the traditional man, majority of the traditional man thinking that, hey, wifey home, I got to provide for the home, I got to make sure everything good. If it's a choice that she chooses to be home, hey, me, if my wife decides to say, okay, she's still home, and then and basically I find it, and I get the job, money able to circulate in the home, whereby the home could be good, okay, fine. But our social, economic stance in our state doesn't allow it. You understand? Doesn't allow it. Look, me as an artist, right? You as a DJ. Most times you go to do an extra gig, you don't get paid your worth. Especially in Tobago. You will call your price and they will beat you down. So even within our social economic situation, we obviously we can't function. So the the natural understanding of where that is concerned, obviously we have to adapt. You understand? Where that is concerned, so two income could come into the household. But on a real though, if I have to ask a man, I would rather work and provide for the home.
Right. So we have a household with two incomes.
Two incomes coming in.
Good.
Yeah.
Where I am now your partner.
Mm-hmm.
And yet still I am, and you see this a lot on social media.
Yeah.
Where I'm going out, I'm doing the 9 to 5 or whatever the case may be, and still have to come home. Let's say I come home after you, because it may not be a 9 to 5. It could be I'm an entrepreneur where you have to put in the hours.
Okay.
And I'm coming home now and the place in a mess, but I came home before you and we both working. And you're hearing, you know, and not getting any help in the home. How do I now deal with that as a mother who's helping the daddy, my husband, and still have to come home to
and still do the
be
house chores
and nurturing?
Right.
Yeah.
Now, the thing is, this is something I've been saying for quite a while. And we go close with this. After I would read the comment that Jana have here, right? It is wise that men and women, and this is to create balance in the household, that each party know themselves. It is required that you know yourself. There is 5, I will call benchmark towards manhood that says okay, how a man's supposed to function, right? Purpose, right? Now, a purposeful man is a man who basically understands his purpose in life, purpose of being a father, purpose of being a man. He understands that to its entirety. To be a provider, protector, to be a teacher. Many women don't even understand how much it takes or what it does for a man to teach his wife. If I have a wife that could not have cooked and she come and say, babes, I want you to teach me to cook. Hey, let me tell you something. In that kitchen there, I doubt even starting a pot. Because the fact that she gave me the opportunity to teach it, come on now, man. We in that kitchen, they go hot, yes, but it's not going to be food cooking. You understand? Because you have the opportunity to be a part of that teaching process. And the next one is cultivate. Cultivate come on the basis of, okay, when she come and she looks, she said, babes are looking fat. No, I can't go and tell she looking fat. I had to tell she, babes
but it have
looking...
the man who saying, yeah, when you start in gym.
Yeah, no, you don't do that. You don't do that.
And
even though you bring in the gym talk, you have to bring in the gym talk whereby
another time?
You doing it
Right.
with her. That's the cultivation aspect.
Right.
You doing it with her. So, but the thing is, many men don't even understand that, a woman operate on the basis when she really truly in love, she operate like a mother. When a man truly in love, he operate like a child. They don't really reach as far as that. Look how a man does behave.
Like a child or a father?
No. He does behave like a child when
Right.
he's truly in love
Okay.
with a woman. Look what he does do. He'll be playful. He's always joking on his side,
Yeah.
feel up your bottom, always. Sometimes
Yeah.
you're sleeping and you're sleeping your mouth, you push your finger down in it.
Right.
That's how he
So
playful.
he's
He's
comfortable.
he's comfortable. That's when he gets in comfortable.
And is that a bad thing?
No, it's not a bad thing.
Good.
I'm not saying it's a bad
Nice.
thing. I'm just saying it basically for both parties to really truly have a balance within the household. And I'm talking in reference to where you're saying, okay, you come home and I'm reaching the place dirty, right? Or and thing. Yeah, many times I come home from work. My hours different to my wife. My wife actually work a full 8 to 4. I do work 8 to 4. I just go early morning. By time 7 o'clock, I don't work, right? But when I come back home, I would wash, I will cook, I will clean. I will make sure everything good. When them girls come home from my evening from clothes, I make sure they bed. I make sure they get themselves organized, do their homework, whatever the case may be. So I do my part, right? So in the aspect of where that is concerned, it's best that you know each individual know themselves, right? Based on what they can do in regards to the household. Now, in regards to that, I talk about purpose. You had a no purpose, I had a no purpose. When you get that understanding of what that is, you see the roles. Basically, we're thinking, okay, I don't wash, I don't cook, I don't clean. You see the roles, you ain't gonna see that again. That gonna be out of it. One thing I was always say, me and my wife never have a financial conversation yet.
And that is in the minority, because a lot of women having a mental breakdown with having to go out there, help with the finances, and still have to come and take full responsibility for the home.
And a man go say, that's what you're supposed to do. That's what we want.
But yet still we had the conversation that you need the financial help.
Yeah. So the thing is, basically again, more conversations like this. These conversations had to go more in whereby we could be able to create more balance. So I want to read Jana's comment and we're going to close. Men who cheat often share traits like low self-control, entitlement, emotional immaturity, a need for constant validation, boredom with routine, poor boundaries, a history of cheating, and difficulty with real intimacy.
And that is what allows the capacity for women to cheat back. That right there.
Yeah, I could agree that to a certain extent, but again, know yourself. Know yourself. If you know yourself and you understand, why would what you do cause me to do the same thing that you do? So then you're no mature person in the relationship then. It's do for so. You understand? So James saying here that more has to do with the state of economy more than, or talking about the house, the income coming into the household more than anything. So mind children expensive, right? How the song go? I'm just like a child at play, and your loves the toy you tried to take away from me.
Tantrums.
Yeah. Yeah. So guys, hey, it was nice. We haven't even touched everything else. We still have to deal with social media behavior. We have privacy and communication. So how your next week is going?
No, I've Death in the Family. I'll be in Grenada.
Oh, you're in Grenada?
Yes.
All
so
right. Oh, my
next
condolences.
one, thank you. So next one.
Well, no scene. We gotta bring it back on, man. So guys, the conversation was lovely this evening. I know I get some all the toes because all the see I started that argument.
Jana, darling.
Must see I gone some way, right? So there are certain things that we could continue via chat. You know, we could continue responding. As I like how conversation went last week when we actually carried to the chat and we was continue talking. Hey, big up Jana, you know, to start a fire, right?
Jana.
So again, we're gonna continue the conversation next week. Next week my wife gonna be back. She just went to do culture duties, and I don't know how we is with culture. We do it. We could do it. We go be a part of it. You know, we encourage it because it actually ties into building a proper relationship. You know, when you participate in the social environment, and participate in cultural stuff. You know, do your part in regards to contributing to your country, to your island. You know, it is vital. So, guys. That's all we're about. We're about giving positivity, having positive conversation. Although don't catch all the feelings based on the argument. It is what it is.
Don't come for me. I don't want to. Nobody wanna come off the live.
They might call you.
It's a sellout.
They might come here. But it is what it is, man. But I'm glad you have that kind of understanding of whereby you understand the dynamics of the male and female, or the masculine and feminine energy, because it's needed. It's needed because too much time men getting blame. We getting thrown under the bus to even some things that we do. You understand? So the fact that we could have more females understanding the dynamics of how we're supposed to operate and where we could be able to create a balance is commendable. Yeah?
Yeah, thank you.
So nice to having you.
Thank you for having me.
We hope to see you another time.
Definitely.
So guys, thanks for being here. ABW Signature Media Plus. All right, we don't give a sip. We're going to see you next week. Yeah? Blessed love.